I read a study once. Well, who am I kidding? That's not true. I read about a study once where a group of doctors were split into two groups. Both sets of doctors were told about a deadly disease and two treatments, A and B. Both sets of doctors were told about the exact same treatments, with the only difference being the phrasing of how they were told about these treatments. The majority of doctors who heard it one way chose treatment A. The majority of doctors who heard about it the other way chose treatment B. This is completely fascinating and a little bit weird. But what does it have to do with your money? Find out more right after this. Welcome to this week's Money Health Conversation. This is Derek Hagan, Certified Financial Planner, Chartered Financial Analyst. Each week I talk about a new personal finance topic, incorporating the psychological and emotional aspects of money. I use everyday items around my office to help demonstrate the idea. You can learn more at moneyhealth.blog. This week we're going to talk about something called framing and the framing effect. So learning the idea that how a question or statement is worded can alter our beliefs or behaviors was groundbreaking. So it's no surprise that advertisers or politicians or con men or other persuasion experts could start using this idea to push their own agendas. It's called framing or the framing effect. So here's a couple examples. It could be just as simple as renaming something. So for example, if global warming isn't working, you can change that to climate change. If you're talking about estate tax and that doesn't elicit the right emotion, you can change it and call it a death tax. Now, it doesn't always have to be negative. In the world of personal finance, for example, sometimes we'll reframe or rename a budget as a spending plan or a savings plan. And sometimes it's just used to elicit different emotions. And this doesn't even have to be intentional. It could be accidental. So being aware of how you're framing something yourself can make a difference. So buying something that's 85% lean meat feels different from buying something that's 15% fat. Learning that an investment has a 90% chance of making money next year elicits a different emotion from an investment that has a 10% chance of crashing next year, or 10% chance of losing money next year. So let's use an example here using real chips, real dollars. You go to the grocery store and they charge $2 for something. They say this thing is $2. And you say, that's a pretty good price. That's fair. And I might even buy one, or I might buy two. But they don't say that it's $2, do they? They say it's 2 for 6. It's 3 for 6. 3 for 6. Now, it took something that I might have bought one of, or two of, and I bought three, just by doing the math for me. Let's talk about a different one. If I am selling something and I have this arbitrary date that I want the money before, I can do one of two things. I'm charging $6, say, and I charge $6. But if you pay me before this arbitrary date, I'll give you a discount. So you end up paying $5. If you pay me after the date, you don't get any discount. And that would work. But here's a better way. Why don't I drop the price to $5, and if you pay me before that date, there's no benefit to you. But if you pay me after, there's a penalty. Okay? Discount versus penalty. We're far more likely to avoid a penalty. So now that you know a little bit about how things can be framed, can alter you, what can you do about it? Well, don't let your mind's ability to take shortcuts get in the way of your decision making. Take a step back and think about the other side of what the person is telling you. If they say it's 80% something, what's that 20%? See if that makes sense. Slow down your decision making process. Slowing down your decision making process, well, that leads to good money health. Thanks again for being with me today. If you like the video, click like. If you like what I'm doing here, hit the subscribe button. If you know one or two or three people who could benefit from seeing this, please feel free to share this with them. You can learn more at moneyhealth.blog, and that's where you can join the Money Health community. Money Health is supported in part by audience donations on Patreon. If you'd like to help keep Money Health ad-free, you can pledge your support at patreon.com/moneyhealth. Even $1 helps. And if you're feeling anxious or nervous or stuck when it comes to your money and you'd like to make a change, check out Hagan Financial. You can learn more at haganfinance.com. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you next time.